Bugatti has just recently broken a world record for the fastest. Well, technically, it's not a production car, but they are the first production manufacturer to break the 300 mile per hour speed barrier. So, good job, Bugatti. Good job. Fantastic work. The factory test driver Andy Wallace piloted a slightly modified Bugatti Chiron, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Chiron.
I think it's Chiron.
I believe that is the correct pronunciation.
You decide.
I don't know, so let us know in the comments below. But anyway, yeah, it's truly a historical moment. They had to do some modifications with, the frame to make it a little more stable, and the engine that they went with, after a little bit of tuning, put out 1,600 horsepower.
Slight bit of tuning.
Wow.
Yes. So very impressive stuff, and I'm excited to see who will break their record in about 2 months when this is toppled again. No, but really, it's
an accomplishment.
Incredibly impressive. 304 miles per hour.
304.
When
Actually, 304.773 to be exact.
Exactly.
Only 4 miles an hour faster than everybody drives on the 405.
Yes.
Let's move on because we're going to get very deep into this otherwise.
Yes.
So I'm a Mustang person. I love classic Mustangs. Personally, my favorite car ever made. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but if you want a classic Mustang, but you don't want a classic car because they can be not fun sometimes, there is an option for you now.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me more, please.
So, this company has started making brand new classic Mustangs. They take old Mustangs and they make them new. They have been taking convertibles and fastbacks from the first generation, only starting from 1965 to 68. So those are like the prime models of the
Usually
60s
the most
Mustang.
expensive ones to try to buy, yes.
So, in a 1966 Mustang GT, it used to come with a 260 cubic inch, 164 horsepower engine, V8. Now, these ones are going to come with Ford's 460 horsepower Coyote 5-liter V8. So, it's quite a big difference. And that's not all. If that's not enough horsepower for you, there is a 600 horsepower Roush-built supercharged V8 in their Shelby GT500. There's a picture of it right there.
Beautiful.
Fastback. And that is how it's supposed to look. Obviously, to compensate for this, 1960s technology is not the greatest for 400 to 600 horsepower. So they had to add new steering, brake, suspension to be able to handle that extra power, right? Mm-hmm. Given this information, from fastbacks to convertibles, from 1965 to 68, there are varying prices. But where do you think a baseline model of these would start?
I'm going to guess at least $150,000.
150.
I mean, you're basically buying a custom car. I mean, the amount of work that would have to go... Actually, you know what's funny? I believe there was someone who recently took the new GT500 that just came out, and they basically built a 60s shell around it.
I saw that. That was
awesome. So these guys are basically... Well, they're not doing that exactly.
No, they're
doing
basically restoring
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
But
and making everything better.
that's got to be expensive. I'm going to say around 200 grand.
200?
200,000. I'll lowball it. Let's go with $80,000.
Okay. You are completely wrong. It is
Oh, really?
starting at $175,500.
I'm good at guessing prices.
You're fairly close. But it will go all the way to $250,000.
Honestly, that doesn't surprise me in the least. Yeah.
Yes, well, considering other features include, LED lights, backup cameras, navigation, Bluetooth.
Can you imagine
all
stepping
that.
into that thing? That's got to be the coolest experience ever. You're getting into this 67 fastback. You get in, and it's just like a modern car, but with all the classic detailing.
Yeah.
That's got to be so
They say
cool.
they hid buttons and switches in cranks.
I don't like that. If a company's going to restore a car, I'm not talking about like custom auto manufacturers, but this is a company, yes? Yeah. So I'm assuming if they're selling cars on a mass basis, they probably have to follow some DMV regulations.
Correct.
So I just feel like that takes away so much from the original car. Like, the original car is kind of slow and loud.
But it's not the original car.
No.
Well, it looks like it.
But it really
Well,
is.
what I'm talking about, like hiding switches and cranks and stuff, Just put a crank in it, like for the window. I don't want to roll
I would
that
say that's a
window.
little petty. That's like they're just having a little too much fun with it. When they
Okay,
Yeah.
here's the thing.
This is why it's $250,000.
Especially, yes, exactly.
What they're trying to accomplish here is they want to give people a brand new car, so with all modern conveniences, but they want it to look like an old car.
Okay,
Right?
yeah.
So when you step into it, it's a new car experience. You got your screen right there with your Bluetooth crap.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure about
I
that.
couldn't do that.
I bet it has that new car smell in it.
All the modern.
Yes. Or does it?
Oh, actually, maybe not.
Because I would prefer to have the old car smell personally. All the modern conveniences of all the electronics dying on you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, no, that only happens after the warranty expires.
However, here's the thing. They are currently taking bodies of old Mustangs and turning them new. That is not their long-term goal, because right now this is a small company. Revology is actually the only company Ford has licensed to do this. Their long-term goal is to make brand new ones. So they would look old, but they'd be completely brand new. Right now
shell
they're
and everything.
everything brand new, making it from scratch. The reason they haven't done that yet is they're waiting for laws to change for small auto companies. Because they're not a large mass-producing company, the regulations are different on their cars. So they have to wait until laws are put in place for them.
So here's my question for you guys. Would you buy one?
No.
I gave you $200,000 right now. Would you buy one?
No, I would go and get a real one.
Joe?
Part of me says yes. If I had $200,000, there's a lot of things I would buy. I don't think, however, a restored 67 Fastback, even though it's so beautiful, I don't think I would have one of those. I don't.
If I was going to buy one of those, I'd buy a Morgan Plus 6.
Oh my god.
Mr. Europe over here.
Got it.
But
So here's my question for you. What if I don't give you $200,000? What if I just give you $1 billion? Would it be on the list at all?
oh yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That GT.
There we agree.
Yes, if you say if I went into my backyard and took money off my money tree, yes, I would go buy one for that.
Remember, folks, this is in a world where Peter has billions of dollars just to hand us.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you know,
Isn't
someday.
it a lovely world? Anyway.
All right. Speaking of Europe,
Nobody's made it yet.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hold on. Okay, guys. You gotta hold our breath. All right.
Oh.
So close, but yet so far.
okay, thank you for that interjection, Leo. It's time for This Week in Europe. Welcome to This Week in Europe. Mercedes is joining the electric vehicle fight after Porsche has just released their Taycan,
Hold up.
or Taycan. We still haven't figured out how to pronounce it.
That's true.
Another
Oh God, that smells awful.
electric German car. Why?
I don't know.
Anyhow, it is going to be released on September 10th at the Frankfurt Auto Show. Speculations are that it has 400 horsepower with a 300-mile range and a 40-minute charge to 80% charge. So almost as long as my iPhone.
So basically, it's a great competitor to the Porsche Taycan.
Yes.
Okay.
Although that Porsche Taycan, we talked about it being a 15-minute charge to 80%. That was the single motor version, not the dual motor turbo version.
Got it.
So that's
This
pretty
one-
impressive.
So this is actually fairly impressive. But here's a picture of it. I don't think you're going to be saying that after you see it.
Oh.
Gotta admit.
You know what?
It looks like someone shoved an egg into
Don't
a car.
finish that. I was about to say don't finish that sentence. But you know what? That Mercedes will forever be associated with the smell of Tabasco sauce now.
In other news, a ban on banana-based artwork at a Polish museum has fueled banana-based protests.
I'm joining the resistance.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.